Minky, a BACKSTITCH crafty. To finish off the Evolution Chibi series, this is a tutorial on how to make a Sylveon plushie. Here's a list of everything you need for this. If you want the ribbons to be poseable, make sure to have 2mm wire also. Pause here if you need to. The pattern is available for free from my DeviantArt and my Pinterest. It's the second link in the description. There are 2 pages, so make sure you have both before starting. Take the first body side and the back leg foot piece and sew it along the matching line. Sew the front leg foot to the slanted line also. Repeat with the foot pieces on the second body side. Use the same method to sew the inner leg foot pieces to both the inner front legs. Repeat the same for the inner back leg foot pieces. Then align the inner legs to the body sides and begin joining them, leaving the top curved edge open. Repeat with the second body side. Once done, take the middle body piece and align it so the point is at the back of the body, then begin sewing it onto the side of the body starting from the neck hole. At each curve in the middle, join this part along the gap you left at the top of each leg hole. After the first middle body side is joined, sew the other side to the other body side. When you reach the end, press both side bodies together and sew them together around the top until you reach the neck hole. Then, flip it upright and stuff it. Be extra careful to really push the stuffing into the tips of the legs, as the seam allowance may block you from filling the area properly. For the tail, place both pieces together, tracing facing up, and sew them together, leaving the straight edge open. When done, use the straight edge to flip it upright and stuff it. Pin this to the back of the body using an invisible stitch to sew it on. For the head, take the top of the back head and the aligning bottom and join them together along the middle. Repeat with the second two back head pieces. Place both back head pieces together and sew them together along the most curved line. Then align the top of the front heads to the bottom front heads and sew them together. Repeat with the remaining two head pieces. Align the headpiece so the pink continues from the back to the front, and sew the front head to the back head from where the neck hole starts on each one until you reach the top of the back headpiece. Repeat the same with the second front headpiece on the other side. When you reach the top this time, press both front head pieces together and begin sewing them down the middle until you reach the neck hole. Once done, flip it upright and stuff it. For the face details, take the eye pieces and glints and sew the glint to the middle using a running stitch. Repeat with the second eye piece. Pin the eye and nose to the face and use a backstitch to sew them on. For the ears, take two opposing ear pieces and trace roughly where you want to place the inner ears on the tracing side. After that, use this as a guideline to sew the inner ears onto the finished side of the fabric using a running stitch. When both inner ears are joined, place one ear with an inner piece and one without together, tracing facing up, and sew them together leaving the straight edge open. Flip it upright once done and stuff it lightly. Repeat with the second ear. Pin these to the top of the head and use an invisible stitch to sew these on. Place the two hair tuft pieces together, tracing showing, and sew them together leaving the bottom straight edge open. Flip upright when joined. Pin this on beside the left ear and use an invisible stitch to sew it on also. For the ribbons, place two of the light blue bottom pieces together, tracing showing, and sew them together leaving the straight edge open. Repeat with another two light blue pieces. Take two dark blue pieces, tracing showing on each side, and sew them together along the shorter width sides. Repeat the same with two more dark blue pieces. Sew the dark blue pieces to the lighter blue pieces so it can be opened in the middle. After that, repeat the same you did with the dark blue pieces with the pink strips. Sew these pink strips to the dark blue pieces in the same way as you did once more. Then place two white ribbon pieces together, tracing showing, and sew them together along the longer width lines this time. Join these to the pink pieces now to complete one full side of the ribbon. When done, flip it upright. Repeat the same on the other piece. I mentioned earlier in the tutorial that if you wanted these to be fully posable, now would be the time to insert some wire. To do so, just bend some wire to the shape of the ribbon and put it in. For the bows, take two of the middle pink pieces and sew them together along the straight edge in the middle. Sew on the white pieces along each of the remaining open sides of the pink pieces. Then take two more pink pieces and sew them together, but this time with the ribbon tops tucked into the seam so they point towards the finished side of the ribbon. When done, sew the white pieces to the remaining open sides of the pink pieces on this side. Place these two pieces together, tracing showing, and begin joining them together. Keep the ribbon pieces out of the way as best you can and start your sewing line in a good place so this is more comfortable to do so you can tuck them into one side completely. Once done, flip it upright and close off the gap with an invisible stitch. Then pin this to the right side ear with the ribbon pieces at the back and use an invisible stitch to sew it on. Pin the head to the body so the head is about 1 cm around the neck hole, use an invisible stitch to sew it on. Make sure this is pinned exactly how you want it to look when finished, as this is how it will sit permanently. Lastly, for the body bow, we just need to repeat the steps we did for the bow on the ear. Sew up 2 more light blue pieces, leaving the straight edge open. Repeat once more. Sew up 2 more shorter width sides for the dark blue pieces. Repeat again. Join the dark blue pieces to the light blue pieces so that they can be opened in the middle. Then sew up the pink pieces along the shorter width sides. Repeat with the remaining 2 pieces. Sew these pink pieces to the dark blue pieces. Repeat again. And lastly, sew the white pieces along the longer width line. Join to the pink pieces once done. Then flip it upright. Repeat with the remaining ribbon pieces. Sew up 2 pink bow pieces in the centre. Join the white pieces to the pink pieces along the aligning sides. Place 2 pink bow pieces together with the ribbons pointing to the finished side and sew them in. Join the white pieces on after in the same way as you did before. Place both sides together, tracing facing up, and begin joining them. When joined, flip upright and close off the remaining open edge with an invisible stitch. Pin this just below the head and use an invisible stitch to sew it on. And that is how you make a Sylveon plushie. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and comment down below on ideas like to see me make next. And while you're at it, why don't you go check out my videos, I upload new videos every single week. Thanks for watching, bye!